So, Your Honor, I am suing Dan, who is my former brother-in-law, for $10,000 for invasion of privacy. On the night of my bachelor party, I had agreed to a haircut, but had not discussed the specifics of what the haircut would look like. And Dan cut my hair, unbeknownst to me, because I had passed out. I was asleep at that point, revealing a tattoo of mine that I preferred to keep private from the public and my ex-fiancé and friends and family.
Now, when you say ex-fiancé and ex-brother-in-law, this is the brother of the woman you were engaged to?
Yes, Dan was the brother of the love of my life, correct.
Oh, wow. Well, why did you want to keep this tattoo so private, sir?
The tattoo is from a past version of myself that is someone who had a lot of hate in their heart, someone who is not me anymore, to be completely frank with you, Your Honor. I am a new person. I'm a better person. I have empathy, and I am not the angry child I was over a decade ago when I asked to get the tattoo.
Well, listen, Mr. Wilton, the court is moved by your evolution, truly, but I do need to know, hatred towards who, sir?
Go ahead and tell us, Michael.
I don't need any help from the peanut gallery, Mr. Miller. I got it. It's my courtroom. Go ahead, sir.
The tattoo when I was young that I received is what I would feel comfortable describing. It is a very racially charged tattoo. And if, respectfully, Your Honor, I would prefer to not go further in depth of what the tattoo is.
Okay. If I'm to allow for this level of discretion.
Sure.
I need to ask, would you have described your former self as a white supremacist, sir? I'm going to need an answer to this one, sir. If I'm going to give you some leeway, you got to meet me halfway, sir.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. I rode with unsavory groups, and I could have been described that way, correct?
Okay, that's what I was thinking. And you keep saying former self and younger self 10 years ago. How old were you when you got the tattoo, sir?
I was 19 years old, Your Honor.
Okay. The court is curious, sir, what prompted this about-face, this change?
The group that I was involved with was a very violent group, a very fascist, a very angry group. I was not treated very well as a child. I had a lot of anger and a lot of hate in my heart. And
like abuse from community, family, church?
From, other kids. I wasn't the biggest kid, so I was bullied a lot. And when I fell into this group, they kind of told me that I needed to be the bully. I needed to be the one that was throwing the first punch. And up until I had turned 21, I had believed that's what I needed to do for those 2 years. Until I was going out, bar hopping, drinking with this group, and there was a bar fight. The bar fight got bad. A lot of people were injured. Someone was stabbed. I personally was being attacked by 3 different men. That night, a gentleman, a good friend of mine now, he helped me. He saved me from that position. He got me out of that bar. He brought me to the hospital. He stayed with me that night. He saw me as someone who needed help. He even offered help to find me work. And I've been working with that company ever since. So
basically, you had a near-death experience, and someone, I'm presuming of a different race, helped you out and saved your life?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you have since been a changed person?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, certainly the court is glad to hear it, but let's get back to the matter at hand, which is this lawsuit. Now, Mr. Miller, your would-be brother-in-law is saying that you were responsible for the fact that, I guess, his secret came out and that he sustained immeasurable harm. He put $10,000 price tag on it. We'll examine that shortly. But he's saying that this is all your fault. What do you say?
I think it's the complete opposite, Your Honor. Mr. Wilson had asked me to provide a haircut for him.
Are you a barber, by the way?
I am. I'm a licensed barber in the state of Nevada. Our family is very, very clean cut, I would say. There's no...
Well, judging by your haircut, I would say so.
Thank you.
Very, very precise.
And actually, really, no one has any tattoos, as far as I'm aware of, until this recent one that we discovered from someone who was almost in our family. I was asked to give a haircut, clean him up. My sister was like, you know what? Maybe you could take a little bit off. You know, as you can tell, he's got very long hair, and we didn't say anything drastic. We didn't say, we're going to buzz all your hair off. We just said, let's take a couple inches off.
Who is this we? You and your sister?
And our family in general.
So what, y'all having like a family conference around this man's hair?
You're going to tell me you've never talked about a potential in-law coming into your family?
No. Hold on. I'm gonna stay on this, Mr. Miller. No. And I've actually been married and divorced. So no, I've never had a semi-conference around my hair, my makeup, and my appearance. But let's move on now. Okay, so you guys decide that his look is not on brand with the family, I think is what I'm hearing. And you all agree that he needs a haircut before the wedding.
And obviously, my sister wanted, the best wedding pictures possible. These are going to be reserved
all of
forever.
that, but I'm trying to get to why the rationale came about that he even needed a haircut in the first place.
I believe it was my sister's preference that he would cut his hair.
Okay, so your sister wanted her groom to cut his hair. That part feels more normal to me.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that, sir?
I was open to it, Your Honor, because I loved Sheila.
Okay.
I currently still love Sheila. She is the love of my life.
Okay.
And
why did you and Sheila break up?
Sheila had called the wedding off because of the tattoo.
Oh, because of the nature of the tattoo and what I guess she interpreted to mean about who you really were.
Correct, Your Honor. I had profusely explained to her that that is not who I was.
So I know that you want to maintain some discretion here, and I'm going to respect that generally, but I do need to see some evidence, sir. So can you please give Elijah your evidence folder so I can see a bit clearer what I'm dealing with? Thank you. So I do want everyone to see what I'm looking at here. So I am looking at a photo of post-haircut of, it looks like the nape of your neck, and there had been some cutting that revealed what we've decided to protect some privacy around for the sake of the proceedings, but certainly this was visible to the world and certainly to your fiance.
Correct.
And when she saw this, and this is your work, Mr. Miller.
This was soon after the haircut, I believe.
Now here's my question: was this a completed haircut? What's this style? What's going on here?
Your Honor, I will be honest. I was a little bit shocked what appeared as we were cutting.
Oh, and so you just stopped.
I tried to clean it up a little bit as best I could, but I was very stunned at the time of what appeared.
Okay, well, I mean, if it's what I'm looking at, I can actually see your point on that. This would be jarring and shocking to most people.
I wasn't exactly ready to complete the full haircut after seeing this.
Okay, so what you saw, sir, was so abhorrent to you that it prevented you, it sounds like, from completing what you originally set out to do here.
That's correct. I had no intention of finding anything of that nature.
Well, I understand. Okay, now let's go to these text messages as well. Because at some point you sober up, Mr. Wilton, and you realize that now this is exposed and the consequences, I imagine, that are going to come with that.
Yes.
So I'm seeing some text messages here. This is, hey man, you still good to line me up for the party? Yep, you got it. Wedding day ready. So this is all good. You guys you're essentially asking for this lineup to please Sheila. You're agreeing to it. Everything's going to be cool. Promise. Cool. Trust me. All good. Great. Then it goes left, so to speak. So at this point, Mr. Wilton, you've sobered up and you're saying, hey, dude, what'd you do? You shaved off half my head. You went way shorter than we talked about. You knew I only wanted a trim, and I trusted you. And to your credit, Mr. Plaintiff, you did say just a shape up, which indicates to, you, Mr. Miller, he didn't want a lot off. Those of us that enjoy lengthy hair, we use terms like that. Shape up, trim. That means don't do too much, okay? But it's essentially, you did pull out the buzz cuts, and this is all exposed. And now this is interesting. You're saying that this is why you keep your hair so long, to maintain this secret and to not show the nature of this tattoo.
Correct.
And you say here that you felt your sister had a right to know that this tattoo existed. And that basically devastated her and unpinned something that couldn't be put back into the tube. I do think that the court should know that I have here a copy of a social media post from the woman in question, the former fiance and your sister. Sheila says, "Hey everyone, I want to share that the wedding is no longer happening. This has not been an easy decision, but it's one that I have made after a lot of thought and prayer. I'm incredibly grateful to the love and support of so many who have shown me understand. I won't be discussing the details publicly, and I'll appreciate a little space while I focus on moving forward." My goodness, this is quite a lot, guys. Let me ask you, Mr. Wilton. You're asking for $10,000. Where does this dollar amount come from?
He ruined my life. He ruined my marriage. It cost me my happiness, my reputation within my community, amongst my family, and most importantly, it cost me the love of my life.
Okay, so basically this is just a fee that you came up with to be representative of the devastation that you hold him responsible for.
Correct, Your Honor.
And what do you have to say about that, sir?
Your Honor, I can't be held responsible for his irresponsible actions. I mean, we just saw the photo there. We can all be in agreement that this is something awful and it should have been removed and it wasn't removed. And I think it just came out that he's hiding this secret. What other secrets is he hiding? And honestly, I think my sister made the best decision here.
Did you ever like this man?
I wouldn't say we were close. Honestly, I was kind of surprised I got invited to the bachelor party, and I thought we could use this as a time to get to know each other a little bit better, because there was about 20 guys there. It was a pretty big party. And, you know, we were doing the haircut. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, everything's good. I get to know him a little bit better. He's going to marry my sister in a couple of weeks. Obviously, we're going to be seeing each other a lot.
But did you like that choice? Did you like him for your sister? I think we all just kind of want to know.
I don't think he's someone I would be friends with. I can't say who my sister should date or should not date.
But y'all are having conferences about people's haircuts and the wedding, so
Well,
I have to imagine you're the kind of family that discusses such a thing. Yes.
I will say now I have some different thoughts about Mr. Wilton.
Okay, Mr. Wilton, this is a lot. This is a lot that you are clearly still grappling with. I do want to ask you, though, the defendant raises one good question, which is why not get the tattoo removed?
In my search of attempting to get it removed, I became very scared and very frightened as far as approaching someone to remove a tattoo
Of this nature. And just so the court understands what we're talking about here, since you weren't privy to it, we're talking about, I would say, easily one of, if not the most singularly, I don't even know the word, probably one of the most singularly recognized symbols of hatred and despair. If there was a symbol, you know, certainly many of us can think of, if there was a word, what that most horrific racial slur would be. I would say this is certainly probably the most horrific racial hatred symbol you can imagine. So I could actually understand a bit of trepidation on your part, Mr. Wilton, around having anybody, even a removal artist, see it and what they would think of me, and in this case of you, upon sight. But I got to balance that with what would arguably be an immeasurable benefit to you, ultimately, had you had it removed and not have been exposed for the rest of your life to the revealing of such a horrible thing. You know, you're going to be running from this the rest of your life, is the point I'm making, sir. Now, I appreciate that you're changed and you're a new man and you found the light, but this is still with you, sir. It's literally still on you today, even in this courtroom. And you are going to carry the risk of harm around that and its revelation until you take care of this. That said, you know, this is a hard one. Man, this is a very difficult one for this court to grapple with, because I do feel tremendous empathy and compassion for you, sir.
Thank you.
At the same time, I find it difficult to hold you, sir, accountable for a series of life choices, some horrific, some wonderful, made by the plaintiff, and then put that bill of recovery and reconciliation at your doorstep
Thank you for
without more
recognizing.
evidence. I don't know how I get to that legally, sir.
Exactly.
So therefore, the court is going to be forced to dismiss the plaintiff's case and his claim of $10,000. And I wish you, sir, much healing, and that is the court's ruling.
All rise.
Judge Ebony has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Any final thoughts?
I would just say, if you're dating someone with long hair, maybe get the number 2 clippers out.
Just like my younger self, who prejudiced people who look differently from me, that is what your family is doing to me as well.
Okay.
No one would make your sister happier than I would.